Hi there, I'm Carly, and welcome to the last roundup in the woods. Today I'm going for a little walk to see what kind of plants I can find. I actually moved to this area in the fall, and it's quite a different... Oh, hold on. We gotta get through the fence. I didn't really get a chance to get to know the plants. It's quite a different ecosystem than what I'm used to. So all I've really found so far is dandelions, which started coming out last week, but there have been 2 nice warm days since then, and things have really started to get a lot more green. So I have high hopes on this one. All the dandelions are tiny. The birds are out. Oh, there's some yarrow. So one day when I had a terrible cold that just wouldn't go away, I was working in the rain in the mountains for a few days, and there were long days, and I was sleeping in a tent, and it wouldn't go away. And I had a roller derby game the next day, and I was really worried about that. So I went out and made myself a big pot of yarrow tea, really strong, and the next day I woke up as if there was no cold at all, and I went out of the bush and had one of the best games I've ever had, and I actually tucked a little bit of this into my shirt for the game. Now you can call it hokey, but I always like to just touch the plant first before I pick them and say thank you. Especially with this plant. Okay, I'm going to move on. Is that what I think it is? Onions! And they're everywhere! I'm going to be collecting some of these for sure. These are a rarity where I come from, so it's exciting! And it looks like wild strawberries right next to them. There's these nice little piles of chocolate covered raisins everywhere. Oh. Look, it's a little ditch tunnel. Okay, so I found 2 things that are sort of exciting. One is that behind me, I'm pretty sure that's an old burdock plant, and I'm pretty sure I saw what I think is a young burdock plant. Now, it's a plant that I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to take the little shoot that I have for a sample and then just go check in a book. And there's also some cow parsnip shoots, which I believe are edible when they're shoots, but I will take a few of those and also double check in a book. There's something to know if you're picking cow parsnip. It actually has a chemical in it that can affect some people's skins. So it reacts with sunlight. Yeah, they don't smell edible. Okay, well, I'll give a quick update from inside about what I'm eating. So I did some research, and it turns out that the cow parsnip should actually be eaten a little bit later and peeled. And that it tastes good even though it smells bad. The reason I hadn't tried it before was actually because I figured that it was too old to eat, especially since it kind of smells bad. Young burdock leaves, however, are supposed to be a little bit bitter but edible. And the stems, when they're a little bit older, can be eaten, and the roots in fall are supposed to be really good. But for now, let's just give these young leaves a try. Ooh, that's bitter. It doesn't taste good. I brought a bigger leaf to test that out, but I don't even want to try because... Oh, okay. Oh. I'm going to try that again when I have some stems and some roots. But now, oh, I need some water. Oh, and hey, if you missed it, I've got a giveaway going for a Ursac bear resistant food bag. It's an amazing product if you backpack in bear country. But it's sticker time! Sticker time! The first one is from Rob over at Smetlogik, and he does herping. So he looks for all sorts of cool reptiles and amphibians. I love his channel, and it's his 10th YouTube anniversary coming up, or just passed. So go over to his channel and check him out. I'd zoom in, but I don't have autofocus on right now. So I'll show you pictures in the future of them on my wall. The next one is from Chris over at That Hiking Guy. A lot of you probably already watch Chris, but if you don't and you like hiking, I would go check out his channel. And last one's from Bluecollar Backcountry. Oh, hummingbird! Cool. Another hiker. He does lots of gear reviews and lots of general tidbits and advice for getting out there into the backcountry and outside. Thanks guys, I love them all. Much appreciated. So links to those channels are in the description. If you want to subscribe to my channel and you haven't yet, do that right here. A link to the video with the giveaways right here, and here's another video for you to take a look at. Okay, so long and see you next week-ish.